again, everybody. Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. My name is Christopher Belly. I'm a certified CPA accountant. I'm a long-term boglehead investor. I'm author of the book Stop Being a Broke Loser. It's on Amazon. And I'm very torn right now, ladies and gentlemen. So recently, my channel has seen a lot of success. Of course, I'm not as big as Meat Breath. I'm not as big as Jeremy Lafifi, even though I think I'll catch him one day. Not even joking. I'm not as big, at least on a YouTube perspective. In some other places, I'm way bigger than both of them. But my channel isn't nearly as big. However, I've noticed a trend where I seem to... I thought that was my wife's car for a second. What are you doing out here, woman? I noticed a trend that I'm getting a lot of freaking views on my videos, but a lot of people don't seem to want to subscribe, which is fine. Because at the end of the day, to make money on YouTube, it's all about views. You don't have to have a lot of subscribers. You could have, I guess this is how it works. I don't know if YouTube punishes you for not having subscribers, but as long as you have a ton of views, you can generate a decent amount of income. Now, I've been thinking long and hard about when I'm going to make the transition from working for an employer to becoming full-time self-employed. And if my YouTube channel keeps growing at this rate, I feel like that day is going to come a lot faster than even I imagined. I really thought it would take forever to grow my YouTube channel, but this bear market's really helping me out, and Jeremy's helping me out too. And me, Kevin. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. So, when am I going to potentially quit my current job as a tax accountant to become a full-time YouTuber? Well, here's what I need, ladies and gentlemen. In order to sustain my family, I need approximately $5,000 pre-tax income. Now, when you look at my income now, I'm actually making more than that because I have a full-time job. And on top of that, I have side money from YouTube, tutoring, book sales. I do accounting, textbook editing. I have a bunch of side jobs. But it's starting to get overwhelming now because I work full-time. I just finished tax season. Holy freaking crap. And it was impossible for me to do all these other side jobs while working a full-time job during tax season. So I'm getting to a point where I need to make some big decisions. So how much am I making on YouTube right now? Well, it varies from month to month. But right now, I'm making on average $700 to $800 a month on YouTube. That's a combination of ad revenue and super chats. I don't have a Patreon, and I don't have a membership thing where you pay a couple dollars a month. Now, I would be comfortable leaving my job once YouTube got up to $2,000 to $3,000 a month, which might not be that far away. And here's how you do it. The more your channel grows, the more your channel grows, the faster you grow. And if you look back at the early days of my channel, I had nothing. I had like 50 subscribers. I would go live and there'd be like 4 people watching. It was a freaking joke. And now it's like, holy crap. I got over 1,000, then 2,000, then 3,000, 4,000, halfway through 5,000 now. Like, it's starting to freaking accelerate. And I don't know what's causing it. Maybe it's just my videos are finally getting picked up by the YouTube algorithm or whatever, but it's definitely growing. Now, YouTube income is variable. So when I say an average of $750, $800 a month, sometimes it varies. Some months you might have $600, sometimes you might have $2,000. I actually did make $2,000 one month on YouTube. Thanks me, Kevin. But it really only takes, some really dedicated hard work to get the kind of income that I'm getting now. But you actually have to do a lot of hard work. It's actually a lot of work. People don't seem to see all the work that went into building a YouTube channel. Go back to my earliest videos. I've been doing YouTube videos consistently for the last year and a half. And for the longest time, I wasn't getting any traction. My videos, they sucked. It took me forever to get monetized. And then I look around and I see these freaking losers pumping these trash stocks, just imitating Kathy Wood, and their channels freaking exploded. It was nuts. So I'm finally glad that I'm getting to that point. Now, I'm not bragging because I really think like I did a lot of hard work and I took a lot of contrarian opinions, contrarian positions than everybody else on YouTube. Everybody else was pumping trash. I said max your tax advantage accounts and buy total world stock market index funds. And eventually that correct opinion paid off. So, like I said, I need roughly $5,000 in after-tax income or pre-tax income to be very comfortable to quit my job full-time, which I honestly think I'm almost there. Now, my biggest concern about this whole transition that I might do, and I don't know when I'm going to do it. You know, maybe I'll stay at my current job and do another tax season. Because the main reason I chose this job was I wanted tax experience. Because I have my CPA license, but I have never done taxes before. So by doing this job, I'm actually learning a ton. Now, I thought I knew a lot about accounting. Holy crap, I learned a freaking lot over this last busy season. I'm much better at actually doing people's taxes. I'm a master at looking up property records. I know how to clean up people's books a lot better. I sucked at a lot of that stuff when I first started, but I'm definitely improving. So eventually I'm going to get to a certain point where I have enough experience to do my own thing. So at the end of the day, the transition will probably happen within a year or two. Worst case, where I never work for an employer again, except for the Army, of course, because I need that health insurance. And I'm pretty excited about it. So, my words of wisdom to anybody starting a YouTube channel and wanting to quit their job, make sure you have multiple sources of income. I have many sources of income. I have some VA money coming in. I have the Army. I have my tutoring job, which I now charge $70 an hour. I might actually raise that to $75 an hour. I have my accounting editing. I have YouTube. I have my full-time job. I got my book sales. I think I'm going to start doing merchandise pretty soon. Like, I already have some merchandise, but it's kind of crap. I'm actually going to work on getting some nicer stuff. You need to have a ton of sources of income before you consider quitting. But eventually, if you work hard enough, you'll get to that point. So, my final question to you guys is, do you think if I got a Patreon, it would actually turn me into a grifter? Because I can survive without a Patreon, because I think if my channel keeps growing, I won't need to have a Patreon. I mean, maybe I'll do it one day, but I can tell you one thing, my Patreon's not going to be this freaking, secretive thing where I hide stock analysis behind a paywall. It's literally going to be, if you like me and you want to give me $5 a month, you can give it to me. But I'm not doing that crap that all these freaking clowns do. So I don't have time for that. But potentially, if I really want to be able to do this full time, of course with my other side jobs, I'm going to have to, develop other sources of income. Because my main job still provides the vast majority of my income. I mean, I can't just throw that away unless I'm assured that I'm making a lot of money. But at the same time, I don't want to just screw people over, which I don't think having a Patreon does. What I think screws people over is having a Patreon, charging hundreds of dollars a month, and hiding crap advice behind a paywall, which I'm not going to do that. It's literally going to be, if you like me, pay me. If not, whatever. Go call a financial advisor. That's kind of my thoughts. So, I mean, just looking at my earnings, it's like, wow, I really could potentially quit and do this full time. Now, if I was at home, I would be pumping out way more freaking videos, and they would be higher quality. That's kind of the downside of having a full-time job. You got to pay the freaking bills. You can't do quality videos. I mean, yeah, I got my phone mount, which is a business expense. But I can't sit around. I can't share my screen. I can't do a lot of, more in-depth stock analysis. I really can't do anything, which kind of sucks. I'm kind of stuck at work, which is fine because there's a value to it. But at the end of the day, that's kind of what it is. So I think within a year, you'll definitely see me no longer working for an employer. And I'll be doing YouTube. Potentially, YouTube is, in my opinion, is going to be my main source of income. But I'll also be doing taxes on the side, tutoring, all sorts of crap. And I'm pretty excited about that because I think you're going to see my face a lot more on YouTube. So that's kind of it. Time to go back to work. I think my boss is outside. Does she see me? And I'll talk to y'all later. Cheers!